Hey everyone, Nathan Schwartz from Aussie Green Farm here. Just going to do another garden update. So it's 3rd of January. I've just arrived home from Norfolk Island yesterday. Over there, it's been a 16-month drought, very dry. Thought we'll come back home, be beautiful. Gardens will be going well. We've been away for 2 weeks. No one's been here to water the gardens, and half our grass is dead. I haven't been watering the grass, but our gardens are doing extremely well, except for about a couple of pots have died and have been fried. It's 3rd of January, it's 13 degrees outside at the moment. We got a cold snap yesterday when we arrived home. But I'm just going to give you an update. So we've got our tomatoes behind us, which I've been doing, what would you call it, like a procedure. We're about to drop a new ebook about how to make your garden drought resilient. And so these tomatoes behind me have only got rainwater when other things have died around, which I haven't been watering to the same degree. And yeah, let me show you how we're going. All right, so we've got our 10 different types of tomatoes in here. I came for a quick walkthrough yesterday, as there was a bit of surface rain. Our chilies are in there. But yeah, we've got a few nice tomatoes growing. A few have not done well, so here we've got nice oxheart coming up, some more there. But yeah, the tomatoes are doing well. Nothing has died. I threw the chilies up here as well, and I'd also been doing these pots, the same sort of watering, how often as well. So yeah, everything's doing well. A couple of the leaves seem to have a bit of rust on them, so they've just been too wet and haven't dried properly. So I'll cut those off. I'll give all these a prune later. We've got our black plum, which has once again been smashed by something. I'm going with either possums or cockatoos. It's just consistently grows 1 meter, goes back 80 centimeters, grows another meter, comes back another 80 centimeters. There's a few little webs on there. There might be some caterpillars on there. I don't know. I haven't checked. Our potatoes have been demolished again by the snails. So I want to pick all these out. So stay tuned for another video of me pulling these out. So this one's going well. There's coming out. I did pick a heap of sweet potatoes with my dad in Norfolk, which was quite good. So look out for that video as well. But you can just see the gardens have just been eaten by, I would say, it's snails and slugs, to be honest, in here. Yeah, like I've lost, the pumpkin's not even there, the grass has taken over. So yeah, these are my rosemaries, which were doing extremely well around the corner before I left. It's in a tiny pot. Can't really make that drought resistant just because it is so small, and it has been fried. So I may be able to revive it. I'll check it out. I'll give a bit of a prune, and see how we can go with that. But the other one here, yeah, wasn't looking too good. I gave it some water last night when I arrived home. But the other ones are doing well. But yeah, you can see our oregano here also got fried. This yesterday was absolutely shriveled up as well. So I gave water to these guys. You can see our rhubarb. I didn't like the heat. But yeah, our indoor plants are doing well. 2 weeks without watering. One of our peace lilies looks like it needs a bit of water, but gave those a nice, same thing on the schedule as watering. Not the pothos, I got them in different pots, and their pots leak, so different schedules there, but they're doing well. So with this system, you can go away for 2 weeks and not water anything, and they do well, especially leaving them indoors, all the windows closed up. Everything here is just outside. The habanero's got a bit of growth on it. That's basil there. Habanero looks like it needs some more nitrogen. This here is a branch off that plum tree, and I just took the skin off the end and just threw it in this pot. And now we have some growth. So we've taken cutting, accidental cutting. So rather than now we have one plant that's been eaten by something, we now have an extra plant as well. So I'll plant that somewhere. I'll probably just leave it there, let it grow for a bit for the summer. Our peppermint is coming up. So doing well. The Mizuna has now fully died and gone to seed, which is good. The lemon myrtle struggled with no water, but it needs a bigger pot, so it needs to be repotted. The mint got fried. The smaller pot things all got fried, but the ones which are bigger, and I replaced them under shade, that have done well. The gardens have done well in here. Filled up we had a neighbour come and just fill up the reservoirs on these two. The reservoir was still full when I got home. But yeah, they look like they're doing well. I haven't actually gone in here yet. Before I go in, these are my nemesis in the garden. This is a leopard slug. So that there is what? From my fingers up to just below my thumb. I'll call that probably about 12 centimeters. And these guys, man, they eat the other slugs, but man, they are annoying. There's another branch off the plum, which I tried to plant, which hasn't done as well. What do we got in here? Let me just zoom this out. So I was hoping this parsley would have finished going to seed so I could get the seeds. It seems to still be living, which is a shame. What do we got? We've got some tomatoes in here, in the air garden. Oh yeah, we've got a not bad size. These just mix in here. I don't actually know which ones are planted. I just had some seedlings left over. I just threw them in. Now we've got some more here. This here is because it's too wet. Leaves haven't dried. You can see like that just fell off in my hand. So I'll give this a good prune. We had a few. What's this? Oh, this is a cos lettuce, which has come around and it's now going to flower. Some more cos, which is nice. So we'll be able to get some salad since we've just gone home. The kale's looking great. Before I left, it was infested with caterpillars. So I got it off as many as I could see, and now these leaves look very good. I can't see anything eaten. We've got some more kale coming up there. Since we've got a cucumber. And the dill has finally carked it. So I will be getting these seeds off the dill and pulling this out and replanting this air garden. Because I let it go a bit just because I knew I was going away for a month. Like we'll hear for like 4 weeks. Not 4 weeks, 4 days in December. So rocket. Can't go wrong with rocket. What we got here? We got a little beetroot. Planted some beetroot. Since I was such a flop in the raised garden beds, I thought I'll throw a couple in here, see if we can get them going. This rocket here, I was hoping would have finished going to seed, but I feel I'm just going to rip that out. And we'll just eat that. But yeah, this rocket, like, man, you can't get anything better. Like, it just grows. I do want seeds back because I'm running out of seeds. Like, I just sprinkle so many in, and like, look at that. That's just lush. That's fantastic. Our Thai chili's doing well. Heaps of flowers. That was down here before we left, so that's grown. That's what, like a good 22, 23 centimeters since we took off. So in 2 weeks, that's pretty incredible. Like, do you get that sort of growth out there? We are in some of our pots with the chili plants, but I think that's pretty good. Got an eggplant here, another eggplant down the bottom. Everything seems to be doing quite well in the hydroponics. There's something eating these leaves. So, oh, it's another beetroot. That looks like it needs to be replanted. And then just rocket, which has gone to seed, which I was hoping would be done. What's this? Mint. Shit! These mint leaves. Somebody don't prune it. That is a beast of a mint. Yeah, so that's about it. Tarragon loving life. Going to learn some more dishes to cook with. And yeah, we're planning to really cut this thyme back. See how it's dying underneath? Because it's not enough for airflow. So we're going to be really cutting this thyme back and just dry it. So we've got dry thyme good to go. So it means I've got oregano, which I was planning to do as well, which is down here, which seems to be doing well. Yeah, it's all just a bit overgrown, but that's good. And we've got our parsley, which was just a little nub when we left, is doing well. So I'll show you the difference between growing in the hydroponics and just the same planters outside. Good potty mix, mixed with compost, and like this is it. Plant of the same size, that one in there's pumping, and out here nothing. Like the basil, everything in here just doesn't grow well. Is it the fertilizer and the soil? Is it doesn't have the same sort of constant water flow? It dries out a lot. I'm not too sure, but it's a big difference. Like I highly recommend if you're gonna do some planter gardens, get it with a reservoir, because the things just grow like so well. Like you can't go past this. Like look at that. When you come home, you got nothing in the fridge, and this is your gardens. That's I'm pretty stoked. All right, let's go look at the back garden. All right, so our Brussels sprouts, which went to seed, finally seem like they're starting to die and dry out the seed pods, which is beautiful because this thing's taking up a lot of room and probably a lot of resources, but I'm going to have probably enough Brussels sprout seeds to last me a lifetime. Same as the carrot seeds. These ones I ripped out heaps, and these are all like woodier ones which have ran, but I've left in there, all gone to seed. So I've got a heap of carrot seeds as well. We do have some eggplant in here and capsicum, but it looks like we've lost the rest of our capsicums and eggplants except for these two, which is a shame. There's another couple of eggplants down the bottom which haven't grown at all. And then we've got our spinach, which was going to seed. I was hoping it was going to die as well. Some radishes that are ready to be harvested. This radish is still just kicking on. Like everything's pretty much just gone to seed. Sort of wish it hadn't. We've got here some radishes, tomatoes, eggplants, cucumbers. These gardens. I haven't been here. But yeah, everything's just gone to seed, all the endive. So I'll be ripping all these out, getting the seeds, and then restarting this garden. So interesting concept when things go to seed and you're like, I need more seeds, but you could just rip them all out and replant your garden, or you just let it go and you're like, well, I've got enough to eat anyway. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting mindset of I need to save the seeds so I have more, when you can buy them and they're really cheap, and actually still have a lot of seeds already. But it's just like, oh, I'm getting all these free seeds, I might as well keep them. So it's just an interesting thing where if I rip them all out and planted different things already, I'll be harvesting more, which in the grand scheme of things would work out cheaper for the garden. And well, cheaper for me, maybe a bit more time, but definitely cheaper. Because yeah, this is, like these cows are doing well. You can really see them. These were getting smashed by slugs before I left. Planted a couple of tomatoes in here, but nothing else really. Because we weren't eating the radishes, they wouldn't have been good by the time we came back. And we just got our shallots in there. But yeah, so this garden needs an overhaul. Same as the other ones. But yeah, I'm mainly focusing on the tomatoes and the grow towers at the moment, because the grow towers alone gives enough food. We don't actually need anything down here to feed us. So that's why it gets so neglected, just because I don't actually need anything there to eat. So when I grow it, it's sort of more of a hassle of, oh, I need to come get it. And there's things that like we don't eat as much, like spinach and kale, we don't eat an awful lot. And we also grow it up in the grow towers as well. So these are lessons learning of what to plant, when to plant, and yeah, how to plant and grow things to store. So for tomatoes, we're going to make sauces and dry them and stuff like that. So we need to plan what we're going to grow down here as well, so we don't need to harvest all the time, like with the snow peas. And then when we harvest them, we have a lot and we can store them. Same as the broad beans. Like we've got a freezer full of broad beans. We've still got over 1 kilo. So it's just what to grow so you can be more self-sufficient all year round. So as for garden update done, I've actually got a cucumber over here growing, which I can see. I'll just give you an update on that. And so as I said, we've got an ebook coming out very soon about how to make your garden drought resistant, which as you can see has worked quite well. Just a watering schedule of how to do it. So when there is no water, if you go away, your plants don't die. Your tomatoes don't explode from overwatering, underwatering. Like it's just a few simple rules to follow, but it's quite good information. All right, so where are we here? Oh, this one cucumber, which so many got eaten under here. Have we got any coming up? Yeah, we've got some cucumbers growing on the end. So we've got some cucumbers in here off this one little plant. So we had pumpkins in here, tomatoes, multiple cucumbers, and it's looking like it is the last man standing. Everything else has been eaten. So you saw that leopard slug before. Like as I said before, I come out every 2 nights. Like I come out twice a week and kill as many slugs and snails as I can. And I've been gone for 2 weeks. And if I don't, and when I came back I didn't. So for 1 month, I haven't killed any slugs or snails. And you can see what they do. Everything's gone except for one plant in this garden. So you got to stay vigilant, you got to stay on top of it. Otherwise, it's just so many wasted efforts. All right, guys, any questions, hit me up in the comments. We have a forum on the website now as well. Come join the forum, introduce yourself. The team's on there. We've got other people on there. We're starting to grow a community there, and it's a bit of good fun. All right, thanks, guys. See you later.